Greetings, people of the internet. I am Lucha Man. Welcome to Lucha Man Reviews. On today's episode, I'm reviewing a movie that just debuted on Netflix recently. I don't think I've done a Netflix review before. If I have, it's been a little while. Or this might be my first one. So yeah. Today I'm reviewing the movie Nimona. It came out recently, and before I get to the actual movie, there's a lot of stuff I learned that was interesting about this film prior to this review. I was doing some research about it. So Nimona is based on a graphic novel slash webcomic. So I was like, okay. So I started to look it up, and when I looked up now I haven't read either book, either the comic book or the webcomic, but after this I might just have to do that. And if you want more details about the comic or other comics, if we could ever find Dr. Reading and get him back on here, that'd be good. Now, the comic, I've seen the promo artwork for the physical comic that was printed, and I was like, wait a minute, this art style looks very familiar. So I looked up, it was done by N.D. Stevenson. I was like, wait a minute. And I looked up, and it's N.D. Stevenson is also the creator of the graphic novel Lumberjanes. So if we get a chance, we'll get Dr. Reading to look at that also. But yeah, I was like, I recognize this style, so... Yeah, and N.D. Stevenson, so this film is based on the work by N.D. Stevenson, so that's pretty cool. Now, so I haven't read any of the comics before watching this film. I will try to read it afterwards, so I kind of went in with this film on a blank slate. Sorry. I got a friend helping me doing the review today. Okay. Anyway, so what? So what is Nimona? Nimona is a film where, if I could describe it, I'd say it's like you have DreamWorks Shrek, or from Disney you have Wreck-It Ralph. The film stars Nimona and a guy named Ballister, and both of them have been officially deemed and labeled as the bad guy. But when one of them has been falsely accused of a crime that they did not commit, it's then kind of turns into it's kind of like a buddy cop story, or the buddy picture where one person is trying to prove their innocence. And Nimona, I like her because she is the pink punk embodiment of chaos and metal. Yeah, I saw the trailer and I was like, okay, I'll give this film a shot, and I found it thoroughly enjoyable. The animation style is really good. I love the way it's animated. Everything looks great. Good job on the voice acting by all the people. And this is a really weird detail to point out, but I kind of like the way that they've illustrated the reflection in some of the characters' eyes of light. It's a weird minor detail, but one that I found noteworthy. I did enjoy the film. It's hard for me to describe it. I don't want to go into details because I don't want to spoil it, and I'm just saying, if you get a chance and if you have Netflix, I would highly recommend seeing this film. And one of the interesting things is how in two different parts of the film, they actually use an audio clip, some music from a TV show that ran from 1968 until 1970. So yeah, I was like, wait a minute, I recognize this melody. So that's interesting how that works out. So I give Nimona a solid 10 out of 10, and I highly recommend it. So here's some more interesting thing about the backstory of Nimona. Nimona, when I was looking it up, apparently it's one of the last films that was worked on by the Blue Sky Studios. They animated films including but not limited to Robots, Spies in Disguise, and of course the Ice Age franchise. So yeah, apparently it was supposed to be so when the studio closed, they had when I was doing research for this, I saw a video which went into a little more detail. So there's some other videos out there that would probably do a better job of covering this, but like I said, I don't want to give spoilers. So check out the film, but also after seeing the film, check out some other videos around here on YouTube to learn more about this film. Apparently, the film was about about 3/4 complete before it was officially stopped when the studio closed. So yeah, some other studio then took up the mantle, and it's now been released to Netflix under. No, it's no longer Blue Sky, but it was a great. You see their work, one of their last films they worked on. So it is pretty cool. Now apparently this was bought closure from Blue Sky was a result of I guess Disney acquiring it or closing it down. And one of the videos I watched also while getting ready to review this, they said how this was probably a mistake on Disney's part because their last three films apparently there was some financial problems, and I mean like I guess the films didn't sell well or generate good return at at the box office. Of course, I'm not sure if that's the result of the films themselves or the world around us or both. I don't know, but yeah. So I say check out the film. I thought it was very entertaining, very good story. And here's an interesting thing. It's an hour and 42 minutes long, and the pacing is well. Here's what. At some point, something happened, and I was like, "Wait a minute, this has happened already, and we have this much of the film left." It's like, where's the plot twist, or where's that happening? Sorry, I'm having to do this review with my cat. This is my cat. She's helping with the review. Yeah. So the pacing was a little weird. It's a good story where at the start we're trying to figure out what happened and why someone was accused of one thing and trying to figure out who the bad guy is. I mean, who the real bad guy is. But yeah, overall I'd say it's a very enjoyable feature film. So check it out. Then check out some of the other reviews here on YouTube. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode. Until next time, thank you for watching. This has been Lucha Man, along with my friend El Gato Calico, saying thank you for watching. And as always, have a nice day.